All right, good. So let's get started. Sorry about that, guys. I got a little nervous. I'm like, what the hell's going on with the actual with my audio? I'm like, I feel like I was hijacked. Technology. It's got as good as bad. But good morning, everybody. Welcome back on this lovely Wednesday. So yesterday kind of worked out pretty well. We had a couple of nice little stocks. We're going to talk a little bit about them. We had a couple of good, nice little movers. And this morning's kind of crappy, I'll be honest with you. I'm not really seeing that much. But, there's a couple of good news that did come out on some companies. But overall, not really seeing too much going on, in the intraday, which is not, listen, just because there's nothing going on in the intraday, in pre-market, doesn't mean that you can't trade, during the market hours. So we'll go over a couple of stocks. I don't get that many. I mean, it's pretty bad, but it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I go fishing. It's a beautiful day, Sunday. The ocean could be flat. I'm like, what the hell happened? There's no one around. So these are the things that actually happens to us. So let's go out there and let's talk about some of the stocks that were moving. So anyway, what happened yesterday? So listen, Monday was terrible for me. It was horrible. Monday, not horrible. I lost. But if you were in the trading room, I made all my money back and a little extra yesterday. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. And you know what? I was like this close, just this close of buying more stock. And I'm glad I didn't because I'm like, I was like, should I jump in? Should I not jump in? Should I jump in? Should I not jump in? And I didn't jump in. Good thing I didn't, because if I did, I would have lost big time. So anyway, let's talk about what happened yesterday, what made some big moves. So the big moves was this one right here. We had a couple of stocks. Let me just bring this up right here. So this stock was just, I think everybody did great yesterday. FCell was just like taking candy from a little kid. This thing just literally ran. You could see it right here, right out of the gate at 9 o'clock. It had a nice little push around 560, and then it stopped around 9:30. Did its shake, but it was great in pre-market. Did its slingshot right here. I ended up jumping in right around here. I think it was at 650. Then I sold it. And then I bought it back at like 770, and then it went to 7. It was a huge iceberg. But this order right here was a 250,000 share seller, I think it was, and we saw that guy get filled. Oh yeah, I apologize. It was right here. It was right here. This was pre-market. Right here, when the market opened up around 648, we saw that iceberg order on level 4, and also he was actually on NASDAQ. So if you had NASDAQ total view, you saw it on there. Once that guy got executed, I'm like, oh, this thing's off to the races. The thing is done, and it just literally ran from there, from 670 all the way up to about 750. And you know what? I was this close of buying it back, because I got in. I got out right around here around $7. It backed off. The damn thing ran all the way to 750. I'm like, oh, I can't believe. And it wasn't 10:30 yet. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll buy it back, because we always buy as we go up. But I made my money. I did really well on that position, and thank God I did not buy that stock, because I would have been. There's nothing worse than buying something and then giving it back. So. Every day is a new adventure at Cybertrade University, and that's the way we have to look at it. Now, another stock that moved with side by side was Plug. The difference between Plug moves a lot faster, and it's a little bit more expensive. So Plug literally went from like 24.53 and shot all the way up to about 25.60. So that stock had a great push. Nice little stock right there. AMC backdoor result of COVID news. Jeff, we're going to talk a little bit about that. Listen, I had a conversation with somebody on Monday about AMC. They really think the stock's going to go to 1,000. They said there's such a huge short in it right now. It's almost like more than what's even expected. I don't know if it's true or not. I didn't look into it, but let me tell you, regardless of the news, the short squeeze is what they're worried about. But anyway, we got those two stocks. Now, another stock that moved also, which was incredible, was Life. So Life, let me bring this back over here for you. So Life had a huge run. This thing did great on Monday. It had a nice pop, actually in the middle of the day, but it was great going into the close on Monday, and then it popped in pre-market, and it literally, when it maxed out right around here, right the open, and then right here you can see it start backing off. But Life was not only a good day trade, but it was a great swing trade. But once the market opens up, things change. So it was great on Monday. It was great in pre-market. It sucked during the market when it opened up. That was also the same thing. JCE was another. JCS was another one that did pretty well. It was nice in the morning around 12 o'clock, which, listen, some of you come in late. You're like, okay, what's going on? Listen, the best time to trade, and I always repeat it, right here. Look at the clock, okay, if you're watching on YouTube and Facebook. First hour, last hour. But some of you, maybe you're in California, maybe you're in Hawaii, maybe you're in, a different part of the, I don't know, maybe in Singapore or something like that. You come in late. You say, let me try something in the middle of the day. This one actually worked out pretty well. This one ran from 780 all the way up to about 940, and then it had a nice little push going into the close, and just literally, which was crazy, they're right in the after hours. So, I mean, I didn't trade the after hours. I was gone by then, but I know some of you stuck around. But this thing out of nowhere just totally popped right when the market closed. It went from like 920, all the way to like 1040. So that one was pretty cool. So anyway, that's what happened yesterday. That's what you missed yesterday. Listen, it's a new chapter. It's a new day. We're going to start new. So what's going on this morning? Not a lot. Not a lot at all. This was probably the only thing I found in pre-market that moved pretty well, which was the INDP. This stock literally went from $7. At 7 a.m. ran from like $9 and ran all the way up around till 8 o'clock. Ran to about $13 right there, about $12.75. And then she kind of backed off. She went only down to 11. So it looks great on the long-term chart, but we'll see what happens when she opens up. Sometimes these things will make a move. It's kind of, trading almost, look, it's trading 10 million shares, for crying out loud. Do I see any iceberg orders out there on level 4? I'll go check out and see what all the algorithms are doing and all the high frequency trades are doing. Let me just load up my data. I didn't have it on there. There's not a lot of orders out there, okay? So this is what I got. This is what I found out there. There was this order right here, right around, was that 1250, which has hit the high. Looks like he got hit a few times, but looks like another guy. It's not a lot of iceberg orders, I don't like that. So you got to be careful when it comes to something like that. Anyway, but I'm going to throw it on there because kind of a little desperate. Another stock that's up a little bit. We would never look at this stock. All these stocks would be second protocol. LMFA, it's cheap. It's got support levels here at 488. We'll see what happens. Tier sizes don't look that good. But it did trade at almost 900,000 shares. That one. IRNT, another one. New IPO. Stock did really well around 7 a.m. Had a nice little pop from 23 to 28. You see right there, Archipelago is about 13,000 share buyer right there at 26.65, is it? It's trading in a range. I don't know. It's a category 3, maybe even a 4. IRNT. So we'll put it on the watch list. Now, there were a couple of stocks I could bring up. There's this stock, if you ever want to see what a buyout looks like, this is what a buyout looks like. So this one right here, Goldman Sachs, from what I saw from the news, I think they bought them out and just literally just went from like 790 all the way up to about 1180. So, and then it just died right there. So when you see something like that, right away, you know it's a buyout. Right away, you know it's a buyout. But listen, I think there's going to be a lot more, rumor has it, a lot of these companies are, concerned about getting taxed or whatever it is. And I'm going to see a lot. I'm probably going to see a lot more buyouts with these cheap little stocks. So now you're probably going to hear a lot of rumors going on. Remember, buy on rumor, sell on news. So here's one stock that's doing pretty well. And then obviously Microsoft doing pretty well. They just announced a buyback and up their dividend or something like that. You know, Costco also is doing phenomenal. Another big news that came out with Costco. So a lot of these, I mean, they say Costco's traffic is doing incredible. You know, listen, I think my supermarket is Costco. Okay, if I was to be able to do a Fausto Home Living show, it would be all about Costco. Okay, I know we have a lot of fans out there, but but the only issue with these stocks, as a day trader, they're too expensive. We don't really trade them. As a swing trade, you could see it. Gorgeous trending stock, nice push, nice everything. All right, but as a day trade, not really that much. Doesn't mean we're not going to still trade. We'll see what happens. Opens up, the market opens up. There's always something that maybe they're holding trades on the floor, and things will pop up. Now, a couple of you are pushing some stocks out here. You brought up DXB. That Omar, that's not coming up right there. AEI. Frank just brought that this is moving. You know, AI, it's a cheap low stock. Frank, I don't think that's really moving. You know what I mean? I don't think that's really moving. Not really. It's flat, up 5%. You know what I mean? Not crazy. Ann is bringing up SPRT. SPRT, listen, is getting crushed. That was a great short squeeze. Great short squeeze. We made a killing on it. We're from 10 to 60. You saw what happened. She's coming right back to reality. So we're gonna pass on that one. But as of right now, she's not really doing any trades. All right. MOSY, not bad. Yeah. You know what? Did she come up on my watch list? Oh yeah, there she is right now. She just made a move. She's number 4. So we got that one. That one's be on the top of the list. MOSY. She just made a move right now. It looks like somebody started moving the stock right at 9 a.m. You could see there's no pre-market right there. She just made a big move. So that's a great call. News must have came out. But that was a good trade, Anna. And all right, guys, so let's get back to the market open up. We'll be back here at about, we'll start commentary in 15 minutes. If you're watching YouTube, Facebook Live, we'll be back here at 2:30. Just remember us, please share us, like us, friend us, click on the bottom so you get our alerts, and we'll see you back here. You can always do a trial too. And then hopefully all the trial members in here, like we always say, don't buy anything, just watch what we're doing and go from there. All right, good luck everyone, happy trading. We'll see you back at 2:30.